I think everyone knows that meditating and relaxing the mind is very beneficial to you, but it can be very challenging to channel that inner nothingness. That's why over the next 30 days, I'll be meditating every single day to see if I can achieve my inner Zen. Now, I've done meditating practices over the last year and a half, but it's been pretty infrequent. My goal for these 30 days is not only to just meditate every single day, but also hold myself accountable to actually doing the meditations and actually trying to be locked in and focused when doing the meditations. I really want to see the benefits of meditation over a longer period of time. That's why I want to do it for the next 30 days to really see if it can really improve my mental health, mental clarity, and just overall well-being. Now, one thing I want to say before I do start this video and this challenge is you're going to see me having clips of me meditating, but in order to really lock in on this video, I've decided that I don't want to record myself while meditating because I don't want to be focused on anything else other than the meditations. So what I'm gonna do in order to have some sort of b-roll or some sort of visual for you guys while I'm talking and while I'm going through this 30-day challenge is I'm gonna record myself after I've already done my meditation to get little clips. That way it can supplement what I'm saying and it'll be like a nice little b-roll video for you guys to watch and also follow along. Other than that, I'm pretty excited to do this challenge and see where we get in the next 30 days. So let's get right into it. As I started the first day of this 30-day challenge, I started by doing just a simple 15-minute meditation. Now, while doing this, there was definitely moments where I felt like I was in a meditative state, but for the most part, during the majority of this first meditation, I felt that my mind was in a wandering state. There was many moments during this first meditation where I'd start thinking about other things like what I was going to do for the rest of the day, or even what I was going to do for this specific video. Overall, I wasn't that surprised that this happened because I've done meditations in the past and I've definitely had this feeling before, but I am optimistic that during this 30-day challenge, I will be in a better state. Okay, so I just got done with my first session of doing this 30-day challenge, and I just wanted to jump on here and give you my initial thoughts. For me, like during when I did this first one, I was really just in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, I need to focus. I think it did help me focus a little bit more than I usually do when I meditate, but also I was thinking about that a lot too. So it's like, am I focused on the meditation or am I focused on trying to be focused? Also with this meditation, I follow Declutter the Mind, but I noticed like when the guided meditation, because they're not guiding you every second. And I realized like, I noticed during those periods when like nobody was like telling me a direction is when my mind started like just wandering and started thinking about other things. As far as like the time 15 minutes goes though, it went by pretty fast. Like I didn't feel like I was just waiting for it to get over. It went by pretty fast. I felt like the meditation overall was pretty beneficial. I think it was a good start to day one. There's a lot to improve on over these next 30 days. It's a good start and I'll check back with you guys in about 5 days. Over the next days, I've continued to do my meditation practice for about 15 minutes a day. And while I initially didn't really see that much of a difference or that much of an effect, I wanted to keep going as I wanted to see the long-term effects of doing a meditation practice. One thing that really helped me when I was losing focus during the meditation was to try to concentrate on my breath. By concentrating on my breath, it allowed me to really just zone in on one aspect of the meditation and help me bring back that focus. So the first 5 days of this 30-day challenge of meditating every single day are officially done. I just wanted to get back on here and talk to you guys so far how it's been going. So for the first 10 days of this challenge, I'm doing 15 minutes a day. So that's what I've been doing so far, just 15 minutes a day. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen some like crazy difference yet. So far, there hasn't been much of a difference than when I've done meditations in the past. But I think that's okay and to be expected because one, I'm only doing 15 minutes. That's not like that long in the grand scheme of things. And number two, it's only been 5 days. This is gonna be a process where I see how it feels over a longer period of time. The thing that's been challenging is just having to keep focus. One thing that I've noticed really helps though is just working on your breath. Just doing the deep in and deep out breath, that takes up so much of just your thought and it allows you to just kind of fall into this state of bliss, fall into this state of nothingness and really just meditate. The breath is so key when it comes to meditating and that's what I've noticed. And so for the next part of this meditation and like the rest of this meditation, I really just want to be focused in on the breath more than anything. Overall though, I'd say first 5 days, it is going well. Like it's been pretty easy to like get myself to do it. I think like I said, because of this video, the accountability aspect, it's not really been that challenging where in the past it's like, oh, I don't really feel like meditating. It's already, 6 p.m. Like, oh, I don't feel like it. I'll just do it tomorrow. That was such an easy thought to have in the past. But now that I want to do it for 30 straight days, it's a lot more easier just to tell myself like, oh, I'm doing this challenge. I got to do it today. And regardless of when it is, I'll do it. And for the most part, I've been doing it in the evening. I actually did one night one where like I did it right before I went to sleep. And I never really thought like that would make that much of a difference, but honestly, I did it, and I don't know if it was just a one-off thing, like I got lucky, but it helped me sleep a little bit better. Like usually I dream a lot when I sleep, and I hate dreaming. Like I wish I could just stop dreaming. And the one night I did it, I like barely dreamed. Like I don't even remember what I dreamed, and I don't even think I dreamed much. So maybe I'll continue to implement, just not every night do the meditation, but here and there implement the night meditation, see if it helps over a prolonged period of time. But yeah, that's pretty much how it's been going for the first 5 days. I'll check back in. Until then, let's get back into the video. One thing I started to notice about doing meditations is how it can greatly impact the outcome of your day. For example, if I was doing a meditation sometime in the afternoon or evening and I had a very stressful or rough, not great start to the morning, doing a meditation felt like that second half of the day was a new day and that I was getting a fresh new start. And that meditation really just helped guide into that. Or for example, if I did it in the morning, I felt that it was a great way to just start the day, and I felt more motivated to be productive that day because I already started off in a positive light. I wanted to keep that positivity going. And then same at night, if I did it at night, I felt that it was a great way to just decompress for the day, and it helped me sleep a lot better. So I just got done with day 14 of doing this meditation challenge. You guys saw me after the first 5 days. I came on and checked in and kind of talked about what it's been like so far. For those next 5 days after that, I did a lot of like nighttime sleep meditations. And I'll be honest, this is mainly because I just not done it all day, and I was like, oh, I gotta do it before, this is the last chance I'll have, it's like to do it before I sleep. So I just do like a sleep or nighttime meditation, and these are guided meditations, but I think there's a big difference kind of in doing like a regular just meditation during the day and doing a sleep nighttime one specifically. The main difference is obviously like when you're doing the sleep nighttime one, you're focused on trying to rest and just be as decompressed as possible and just fall asleep right after. But I will say, like when I did the sleep ones, it was pretty beneficial, I'd say, because I felt like on those days, I don't know if it was just like a placebo or whatever, but I felt like I had a better sleep on those days that I did just do like a quick meditation right before I go to sleep. But I wanted to focus on doing it during the day after that first 10-day period was over. I started off by doing like 30-minute meditations. I was like, okay, I'll do 30 minutes. I went from 15 to 30. I did about 2 days of that, and I realized kind of quickly like 30-minute meditation is really challenging for me. For me, like 30 minutes was a struggle. When I was doing the meditations for 30 minutes, I was like in and out, in and out. I'd be like meditating for a little bit, but then I'd be like start thinking about something, and then meditate for a little bit, then start thinking about something. So I quickly realized like the 30-minute, I'm not ready for that, and it's not really for me. So I switched it down to 20 minutes, and I've been doing the 20-minute one, and I've found that that's like the perfect sweet spot for me. And I think so far it's been going well. So I want to continue on with the 20-minute ones and see how it's going. But I wanted to check in with y'all and let y'all know how it's been going so far. So I'll check back in probably like a week or so, and we'll see where we're at. For me, trying to implement this meditation practice into my life was definitely one of the more challenging things I've had to do. As someone who loves productivity and loves self-improvement, I'm always trying to think about ways to improve myself, get more work done, or just add more tasks to my plate when I have free time. So it's definitely challenging to just have a period of time where I'm taking a break and doing nothing and trying to just calm my mind. Normally, the only time I would do this is when I go to sleep. In the beginning when I was doing this, it definitely felt like somewhat of a waste of time where I felt like I could be doing more productive things. But as I continued to do this practice, I realized more and more why doing something like a meditation practice is so needed. As someone who's always trying to be more productive and get more things done, having a moment in my day to sit back and do nothing really helps me ground myself. Okay, so the 30 days are officially up, so I wanted to get back on here and tell you guys about the pros and cons and kind of just overall my sentiment about how it has been going and if meditating is worth doing. Some of the pros I'll start with are, one,
It's actually not as hard as you think it will be, especially if you've never done it before. It can seem like it's going to be very challenging, but doing meditation is actually very simple. As long as you follow like some sort of guided meditation would be my recommendation. Another thing is, how did I feel when I meditated? Did I feel like a big difference from not doing it to when I did it? I'll say there was definitely days when I was really focused. I could see the effect of why meditating is so positive. What I mean by this is the days where I was like really focused and really focused on my breath and I really felt that meditative state, I could definitely see why there was benefits to meditating, because afterwards I felt like a lot of peace, calm, and if I did it in the morning, I felt very like energetic and I felt like more motivated to have a productive day. Or if I did it at night and it was like a really good meditation where I was really focused, I noticed that like my sleep quality improved a lot. And so there's definitely benefits when you're able to get to that state. I will say, the days that I didn't, or I had like other things on my mind, or like the meditation wasn't as focused, didn't see much of an effect. Now, were there any cons? Like I said, the days that I didn't feel like I was as locked in or I was very distracted, it was very easy to have that like 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long I was meditating. It was very easy to just have it go by and like, yeah, I completed it, but I didn't get anything out of it because the whole time I was really not paying attention. So it's very easy if you're not paying attention to just go through the motions of doing what the guided meditation says, but not actually like practicing it or not actually being focused and not actually getting any benefit. Now, I think that you'll definitely see more of an impact. Like if you're starting from never doing meditation, 0 to like 10 minutes, then if you're somebody who's already been doing it on and off and you're trying to like just go up to like an hour, I don't think there's as much of a big difference between doing a meditation for 20 minutes versus an hour as there would be if you went from 0 to 20 minutes. Now, for me personally, will I continue to do meditation on a daily basis? I don't think it's beneficial necessarily for me to do it every single day. Or there were days when I would do it. Pretty much the only reason I did it is because I was trying to do it for 30 straight days, versus like if I wasn't doing a 30-day challenge, I would take those days off because I didn't feel like in the right headspace to have a meditation. And I noticed on those days that I felt like that, the meditations weren't effective. So moving forward, I will continue to do meditations, but it'll probably be for like 10 to 20 minutes a day on the days that I need. Overall though, I'd say meditation is definitely a positive thing that you can implement into your daily schedule or your daily routine. I definitely recommend just starting off by doing maybe 10 minutes a day. That's it for this video. Thanks for everyone who stayed till the very end. And until next time, I'm out, guys. Peace.